covers that for me. So anyway, my husband and I, we pastor a church in western Kansas, and God is just doing a great thing in Kansas. Amen. We're loving this season of where God has put us. But we've been in the church for 6 years now, and year 5 was hard. Like, that was the year that everything broke loose. Like, I can't even begin to explain how hard it was. And so we went, and I am gonna go here. So they're like, you have 8 minutes, Chas. And so it was just really, really hard. So my husband and I, we both work bivocationally, and with Dustin's job, his second job that he has, he is a seed salesman for Nutrien, and with that, he's absolutely amazing whatever he does, and he won a trip to Jamaica for us, and I was like, woo, Jamaica! And so I got my nails done, I got my hair done, I got a spray tan. I mean, I was ready to go to Jamaica, and so, like, I was like, God, I deserve this trip. And so, I mean, we've been there, and so anyway, I'm ready for the beach. Like, I am ready to get to the beach. It's my favorite thing in the whole world, and I was ready for the beach. And so the first night that we get there, we fly in, we get to the resort, it's beautiful, but it's raining. And I'm like, I don't even care. Like, bring the rain, I am at the beach. And so like, I'm soaking wet on the beach, and not even in the water. And so that night, we get all dolled up, and Dustin goes ahead, and I'm late, because I'm always late. And so we have like this orientation meeting that we meet everybody for the first time. And we're sitting around a round table, and I'm just like, I am done. Like, I am all about me at this point. Like, it is not about ministry whatsoever. And I just told God, I'm like, God, I just thank you for this season that I get to be at the beach, and I just get to just relax and enjoy what you have for me. And so we get at this table, and it's this big round table. We don't know anyone on this table. So there's Dustin and I. There he is right there. He's the worship person right here. He's amazing. And he's super hot. I love him. And so anyway, my goal was to embarrass him. And so anyway, we get around this table, and like, so it's like, couples, and so the guys are like speaking about what they do, like they have this same, and the girls are just kind of like sitting there, like, just like kind of, like it's one of those, like, we don't really have any commonality. We're just here, and it's raining. And so anyway, I'm like, hey, hon, why don't, instead of you talking over us, why don't the ladies sit together, and then like you guys can just sit together and talk about guy stuff, and we can talk about girl stuff. And Dustin's like, oh, okay. So we all switch seats, with me switching seats. Little did I know that the girl right here next to me was not happy. Like, she did not want to be in Jamaica. And so she's like giving, and her husband's sitting right there, she's like giving a death glare. We've given those. Like, she's giving a death glare across this big table to her husband. And I'm like, why did I say that I want to sit here? And so I'm like, I don't want to look at her husband. He's like a poor puppy dog. Like, he's done something really wrong, and she's going to bite my head off if I look at him. So I'm not even looking at her. I'm looking straight. There's this one empty seat, and I'm just staring at this empty seat in front of me. And she's texting, she's on her phone. She's texting somebody, and you can just feel like she's just overwhelmed with being there. Like, she does not want to be on vacation right now. And God is saying to me, you need to say a word to her. And I'm like, no, I am on vacation. to say a word to her. And I'm like, no, God, I mean, I am on vacation. I deserve this vacation. If I say a word to her, she's going to unload on me, and then we're going to be doing this all night long. And our food hasn't even came. And so I'm like, oh, God, just bring the food. Just bring the food. You know, because once the food comes, we're praying, and we're good, and we're eating, and it's going to go on, you know. And so anyway, she answers her phone call, and we're not like super close, but the kids on the other line are screaming so loud that you can hear it. And so God's like, you need to say a word to her. And I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not going to do it. And so we get off the phone. She gets off the phone and she puts it down. And she's still like, after that, he's like, he's like hunched. And so she's like that to him. And God's like, you need to say a word. And I said, is everything okay? And you know, like, it's one of those moments you're like, is everything okay? No, nothing is okay. And she's like, no. And she like starts bawling. Like seriously, breaks down bawling, and I'm like, okay, here we go, you know, and it's like we're right there. And so she's like, she goes, my 4-year-old is really sick, and that was my mom, and she doesn't know what to do, and I have a 3-month-old, and he won't stop crying, he's not taking a bottle, and I'm nursing, and right when I get here, my breast pump breaks, and I'm like, oh, honey. Like, I was right there. God revealed to me why I was supposed to sit right there. Because a few years back, we went to Honduras, and God spoke to Dustin and I to go to Honduras. I had a 6-month-old baby who absolutely would not take anything but me, except for my sister. It's fun. So anyway, she would not nurse, like she would not take a bottle. So I'm like, I get it. Like we're there, I get it. And while we were on Honduras, my breast pump broke too. I was miserable, like absolutely fully engorged, miserable, horrid, miserable. And I was like, and that God just brought that back to me. And I just like reached over and I said, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. And I said, would you mind if I prayed with you? And right then, no one knows that Dustin and I are pastors there. No one knows. And I actually enjoyed that. No one knew that. But I laid my hand on her shoulder and I grabbed her hand. And I'm not quiet, ever. Ever. So I'm praying over her and she's bawling. And I'm like, I was just speaking the word over her. I'm like, God, you have a plan for her. You brought her to this place because she's worn out. She needs a time just for herself. And she needs to be renewed this week. So you brought her here this week. And we're going to trust that you're going to provide for her. And I started listing the things that she was going to provide for. He was going to heal her son. He was going to take care of this breast pump situation. He was going to provide a breast pump for her in the middle of Jamaica. He was going to do it because he cares for the needs of his people. And I began to pray over that situation. And I look up after I said amen. And everybody else is like looking, like, what just happened before? Like, were we praying for our meal? I was so confused. And I look over, and here's my husband. Because, like, he gets it. He's like, oh, there's Jess, look at her go, And he gets it. Because, like, I love being able to minister to women. And God he just revealed to me, it wasn't about me in that moment. It wasn't about me. And it wasn't even really about her. It was about him being glorified. And girls, I have a word for you this morning. You will not say anything dumber in that moment than, is everything okay? No, nothing's okay. But God said, I want you to speak to her. He didn't tell me what to say, but he gave me just speak. Just speak a word. And no matter how stupid it is, how dumb it is, God will redeem it.
Yeah.
Sometimes us in the room, we're like, oh God, I don't want to say anything because what if I say the wrong thing? It doesn't matter. It's not about us. It's about Him, and He redeems it. He restores it. He turns beauty from ashes. He takes it and He redeems it. He makes it His. Because that woman who had cornrows, who was absolutely nothing like me, needed to hear that God will provide for her. A few days later, we saw them on the beach, and she's still there. She had a flight booked that same night to go back the next day. They were leaving the next morning. And I looked, and so anyway, she got up and left the table and went to the bathroom. I said, honey, you need to go fix your makeup. And so she went and fixed her makeup, and he's still like, and I was like, God, you're okay. And they had a flight booked the next day, and I knew that because I was friends with the lady that coordinates everything. And so I was like not expecting to see them a few days later. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, you know what? It's going so good. She's like, our son is doing so much better, and our little boy's taking a bottle, and I found a breast pump. And I'm like, that's so awesome! And I rejoiced over the stupidest things because God is in it. God's in it. But He wanted me, just me, who was all about me, to not be about me. He doesn't want us to just be about us. He wants us to be about Him. And it's just such an amazing thing to know that God uses us. No matter, He just says, speak a word, and I'll redeem it. You did.